Data centers in Minneapolis is now in effect, meant to give city officials time to research potential impacts and update ordinances. But as more cities make moves, there is concern that it's creating a fragmented set of rules across the state. Jennifer Huff, you've been looking into this.
Yeah, so city officials scrambling to sort of update those codes, not exactly ideal either. So some experts say that it's really the state, not these local governments, that are just already equipped, better equipped to study and regulate these data centers to avoid really what they're calling a patchwork approach.
Chuck Tai.
Aye.
Minneapolis City Council, the latest to impose a moratorium on some data centers.
That item carries.
The 6-month pause impacting ones bigger than 350,000 square feet.
Pull back on the reins.
A similar move made in Inver Grove Heights and Eagan, but for a whole year.
The demand is there, yeah.
Dan McConnell leads the Minneapolis Building and Construction Trades Council, helping build some of the urban data centers. Smaller, he says, with fewer environmental risks. And while he didn't prefer a moratorium at all, he called yesterday's deal a compromise.
We want to see people invest in our city. We want to see the right kind of investment. We want it to be done responsibly.
There are 60 data centers across the state, several already downtown, and have been for decades, that a local nonprofit environmental advocacy group says use as little as 10 megawatts of electricity, compared to upwards of 600 being proposed in more rural areas, saying the pause is worth it.
If this is in fact a durable shift in our economy, then the demand will continue to be here after 6 months.
Local jurisdictions now taking this time to research several points, from permitting to utility infrastructure, while also updating its ordinances, creating, though, what could be a gap in regulation.
They're going to continue to do so, and we're going to continue to have this patchwork city by city approach until the state steps in.
So supporters of urban data centers also say that they will help boost the tax base, selling vacant buildings, in one case 8 times what it was assessed for. In response, in a new statement today, Mayor Fry saying, quote, "We should not close ourselves off to potential options that are good business." So certainly a lot of questions still, but a lot of work to move forward to here.
Well, as controversial as these large data centers are, I mean, so far, these smaller ones have flown really below the radar. Just wondering, in terms of the math, do a bunch of these small data centers replace a big one?
It's a really good question, and something that some of the councilors brought up yesterday at the meeting was, okay, so there's fewer megawatts in smaller size, but is there a cumulative impact to that too? And while there might be to that point, some of the experts today said they don't think they'll see that sort of influx anyways in the next 6 months. So while there is certainly going to be some building in the next few months, they don't think the impact will be all that great.
All right, Jennifer, thank you.
Yep.